Welcome back to Cities Superworlds tutorials. The tutorial this time around is going to be Ploppables. This is actually a mod, so if you need to download this mod on the Paradox Mods server, and you'll need to have access to this mod to know that the mod is actually working. This icon will appear. Plop any non-functional items. If that house icon is not appearing, I'm hovering over it on the toolbar, it means, which is beside the signature buildings, it means you have not installed the mod correctly. You can then select any asset that is residential, commercial, industrial, or office based to add to your city. It can be potentially a small house, and feel free to add that, of course. Or you might want to add a bigger home, maybe something more luxurious. A two-story. To your street, you can make the street exactly as you want, rather than having to worry about what the game offers up potentially with the growable buildings. These are ploppable in the map anywhere. You can go a little bit bigger. You can go with small rows of apartments if you want. There's a row of free put together row of housing, and you can see the differences just going across the street. The architecture, the style of the buildings is different between those three buildings I've just mentioned. Maybe you're going for an apartment. Maybe a group of apartments. Maybe a group of apartments either side. You're recreating a town that maybe that you live in potentially. One of the next options there is condos. Condo buildings. These are bigger in size, of course, being condos. Or residential, moving into now medium residential, so the size of the buildings is getting bigger. Maybe buildings that maybe you would see in maybe New York City more commonly, these ones. Maybe some of the other big American cities, you're kind of moving to, I wouldn't say skyscraper level yet, but you're multi-story, that's for sure. But we are going to move to skyscraper very soon. Residential though, rent again, we're still not quite there yet. We're still moving through, we're getting closer each time with every single build. Some of these are leading the whole way to the skyscrapers, and here we go. Big buildings now. We're talking big residential buildings in big cities. Very common in Tokyo, Seoul, other places, these type of buildings, massive skyscraper buildings. Also in the American cities too. You can see the city is developing just by ploppables, ploppable buildings. You could do the same with commercial buildings as well. There's a variety of commercial buildings with this mod. It's a great mod, and it allows you really good freedom with City Skylines 2 to really make the city exactly as you want, by laying down as many buildings as you want of the same type and variety. And some of the buildings do look very cool and different and unique, like this one for example, this capacitor building, marble is marble, square center. I really like that one as well. Literally is a square. And I think this is a great potential. There's great potential going forward. These type of buildings for like shopping malls and different options that players may want to use. And the same goes for, of course, mixed residential to commercial buildings. Exactly the same principle. Commercial on the bottom there, residential on top. Industrial. You can have a lot of different options for industrial as well. quite a few different varieties of industrial buildings are available in with this great mod, using the in-game assets to the maximum. We can lay down some farm resources. We're gonna just go office, skipping the office here just to show you just some more options with the offices. I really like this one in particular. It's called the Stylus Tower. Really, so maybe like something you'd see in Las Vegas, just the style of building. I think it's Caesar's Palace a little bit. Big office buildings as well. Not to leave those out. Now I'm gonna just delete one of those. Going back, I'm gonna delete that big one. Looks a little bit out of place just by itself, but you can see what you can do with this mod and how it could be really useful for city builders to get exactly what you want if you really want a specific building type in your city. Thank you again everyone for watching. This has been a City Superworlds tutorial.